How close contact with rats to children. They may seem like small, harmless creatures, but they can actually carry a lot of bacteria and diseases that can be harmful to kids. It's important for parents to keep their children away from rats and mice, and to take precautions to prevent them from coming in contact with these animals. Rats and mice can also cause serious injuries to children by gnawing on their fingers, toes, or other body parts. It is important for parents to take measures to protect their children from coming into contact with these rodents, by keeping their home clean and free of food sources that would attract them, and using rodent traps and poison if necessary. How can rats and mice be dangerous to children? Rats and mice can spread a variety of diseases to humans, which can often result in serious health complications. Some of the most common diseases that these rodents can transmit include the bubonic plague, tuberculosis, and hantavirus. All of these diseases can be deadly if not treated properly. One of the most concerning things about rats and mice spreading disease is that they are often able to do so without any symptoms. This means that people may be infected without even realizing it, which can lead to further spread of the disease. Additionally, many of these diseases can be transmitted through contact with rodent droppings or urine, so it is important to take precautions when dealing with these animals. From the moment they are born, children are at risk of becoming ill from contact with pests like rats and mice. Rats and mice can carry diseases that can easily be transmitted through food or by coming into close physical contact with them. These rodents also pose a danger for kids because they often gnaw on things, including fingers, toes, and other parts of their body. How do rats and mice spread disease? Rats and mice spread disease in a few different ways. One way is through their droppings. Rat droppings can contain harmful bacteria such as salmonella, which can cause food poisoning. They can contaminate food with their droppings or urine, and they can also bite people and transmit the disease that way. They can also spread disease through their fleas, which can jump onto people or other animals. It is important for parents to be aware of these risks and take measures to protect their children from coming into contact with these pests. They not only transmit diseases to humans but also animals. If a rat comes into contact with your pet, it can be fatal. What injuries can be caused by these rodents? There are a few injuries that can be caused by rats and mice. 1. Infection. Rats and mice can carry a lot of diseases, and if they bite you, you could get an infection from their saliva. Another injury is from bites themselves. If a rat or mouse bites you, it can break the skin and introduce bacteria into the wound, which can lead to an infection. Children are particularly vulnerable to infection, and can contract it through contact with other children, animals, or contaminated surfaces. It is important for parents to take steps to protect their children from exposure to infectious agents by keeping their environment clean and free of droppings and by getting them vaccinated. 2. Rabies. Rabies is a dangerous disease that can be fatal if not treated. It is caused by a virus that is spread through the saliva of an infected animal, and can be transmitted through a bite or scratch. Symptoms of rabies include fever, headache, and muscle pain, and the disease can progress to paralysis, coma, and death. It is important for people to get vaccinated against rabies if they are likely to come into contact with animals that may carry the virus. Children are at particular risk for contracting rabies, so it is important for parents to take measures to protect them from exposure to the virus. 3. Lacerations. Lacerations are cuts or wounds that often occur when a person is bitten or scratched by a rat or mouse. These wounds can become infected if not properly treated, and may require antibiotics or even surgery in some cases. How can parents protect their children from contact with pests? One of the best ways to protect your children from contact with pests like rats and mice is by keeping your home clean and free of food sources. You can also use traps and poison to get rid of these pests if they are present in your home. It is also important to get your children vaccinated against rabies and other diseases that may be transmitted by rats and mice. This can help to protect them from becoming ill if they come into contact with these pests. Parents should also be aware of the dangers posed by these pests, and take steps to protect their children from injuries that may occur if they are bitten or scratched. If you suspect that your home may be infested with pests, it is important to take action right away. Contact a professional pest control company for a better result. What should you do if you find evidence of pests in your home? If you find evidence of pests in your home, there are a few things you should do. First, sweep and mop the area to get rid of any food or trash that might be attracting the pests. You can also use traps or poison to get rid of them. If you have a pet, make sure to keep it away from any traps or poison, and always follow the instructions on the label. Finally, if your child comes into contact with a rat or mouse, make sure to clean the wound and see a doctor if necessary. However, you can hire professional exterminators to end the situation that can be dangerous for your family. Rodent Exterminator has serviced all over Los Angeles. They will bring peace to your home for a 5-year warranty. Call us 213-431-0890 if you want more information. In conclusion, rodents and other pests can pose a number of dangers to children, including the risk of infection from bites or scratches, rabies exposure, and other diseases. It is important for parents to take steps to protect their children from these risks by keeping their home clean and free of food sources, using traps and poison if necessary, and getting them vaccinated against rabies and other diseases. Take care of your home, your family, and yourself.